Good day. Welcome to a new thing. This is a channel collaboration between myself and Jamie of JD Gaming. I'll make sure we have links to each other's channels in the description, and we're going to do a Dwarf Fortress collaboration. Hello, Jamie.
Hey, Robert, how's it going?
Good, good, good. I was very pleased when you approached me about this, and we got to chatting, and you sounded like a regular human being.
Well,
It's always
that's
positive.
people have called me that before, and I allow it. But yeah, watching your channel and your content, it just seems like it would be a pretty good deal. I was enjoying everything you were doing with your fortresses, and figured why not reach out and try this concept. I've seen people talk about it. I've never really seen too many people do it with at least the Steam version. So I figured it'd be a pretty good idea to try to
Yeah.
collaborate. So
Well, this is still relatively new. What's it been? 10 or 11 days since it came out here.
right.
Seem, seems to have hit with a splash, I must say.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's making noise.
The do you want to lay down the concept for the people?
Sure. Yeah. Basically, what we're going to do is in this video, we're going to go ahead and do a world gen. Robert's going to handle that on his end, and what we're going to do is for at least the first little while is player one is going to play for roughly a year or so, save and everything, and then send that file to the other player, and they're going to play for roughly the same amount of time. Later on, when the fortress starts getting a little, more hectic and everything, it might not be a full year. It might be longer. It might be shorter. We'll just adjust and go from there. But that's the general idea. Our basic rule is we're not trying to sabotage the fort in any way. We're trying to make it prosperous as much as possible, and just seeing and adapting to the other players' choices and decisions and designs. And I just figured that would be a fun thing to do. So that I approached
Yes,
Robert, and
we did.
he
We
thought it
did
was a good
say
idea.
that, didn't we? Just kidding. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what we're going to try. Now, because I've had such a weird situation in my own channel with the mouse cursor, can you see the mouse cursor, Jamie?
I can see it on my side. Yes, sir.
Good news. Okay. So I
Yep.
need to. What happened there? Did I do something wrong? Oh, create new world. Yes, I hit
Yes.
continue active game.
Yeah,
I'm a
definitely,
genius.
definitely don't delete the one that you have your current series on.
No,
That'd be
no.
bad.
So here we have the defaults, which I think we had agreed were pretty good.
Yeah.
Civilized. It's everything's middle of the road except for minerals everywhere, which is, I guess, an interesting default choice.
Well,
Probably that's.
uh,
Go ahead.
the way I see it is that's minerals everywhere like that is great
Yeah.
for people that are just coming back to the game like I was, or never played it to begin with, so they don't have to like. That's the least of the worries kind of deal. Like everything else is going
Yeah.
to kill them, not just not being able to find minerals. So we can do on whatever setting you feel comfortable with. I'm fine with
Oh no,
complete
this is perfectly
defaults.
fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
I just observed for the first time that it's actually set to everywhere, even though I've obviously done it, well, once anyway. Um, and yeah, I suspect that's a choice made by either Kit Fox or by Tarn to make it so that minerals aren't a problem,
Right. Yeah. Like I
as,
said, like
as you said.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to
So,
click Create World,
all
and away
right.
we go.
I hope it generates a awesome name.
Oh yeah, me
That
too.
that's how I choose most of my things with Dwarf Fortresses. How cool the names are.
How cool the name is. Nice.
The Eternal Land. That's actually pretty awesome sounding.
Now, oh, it looks like it's stuck. Yeah, it only rejected two, so that's not too bad. We got
Oh,
Opatar, Aputar, the
oh, Put,
Eternal Land.
yeah. Oh, Puta.
Good.
On my channel, I've stopped trying to pronounce the Dwarven uh, language because I just sound like an idiot. So I just usually go with the English translations. It's
The
much
Eternal
easier.
Land.
I struggle enough with English as it is. Trying to throw Dwarven on top of that, it just doesn't work.
Me too. I misspeak all the time in my recordings, and then I just either I make fun of myself or I roll. I
Right.
just ignore it. One of the two. Okay, wow, that was quick.
So one of my biggest gripes about this version is you cannot zoom out in this screen.
Yes, yes, yes. To recenter. Well, just a sec here. Is that true? I'm not debating you. I'm just saying we can move around.
We can move, yes, but we cannot scroll or.
Hold drag. Oh, hold drag the middle button. Oh, okay. That's not something that's comfortable for me. I don't like it. Okay. Well, oh, we got ice down at the bottom. Do
Yeah,
we
we
also
got.
have ice at the top? Oh, we do.
Yeah, we have an Arctic and a
Interesting.
Antarctic, so that's good.
Two Arctics.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. All right. Well, I'm going to keep world, return to the main menu. So
Well, we have to choose the embarkation location.
that's right. I was going to say, I think that's I think we need to do that
Yeah, we could do
together.
that, and then we can. I guess we could probably go as far as to embark now, and then once it loads in, we can make a save there and call it good.
Sure, we can do that. Let me, oh yes, of course, the first thing it wants to do is save everything it generated.
Right, and
Which
this
is,
is the fun part, right?
yeah, yeah. Ooh, I don't feel like this takes as long as it did for the
Oh no,
classic version.
it's definitely much more streamlined. But this is the longest process so far that I've encountered in the Steam Edition. So yeah, look at that, it's already done. So that's great.
Yeah, pretty quick. Adventure coming soon. That's one I've never actually played,
I've
even
never
in class.
I've never done the adventure mode either, and I'm actually kind
And
of
of
looking
course,
forward to it.
Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of am too. It's more like the old school um, uh, dungeon crawler, but world crawler, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like
No.
like we were talking about at the beginning of our chat here tonight. Anyway, so Fortress, obviously, Legends is kind of interesting, but not for this kind of collaboration.
Right. I
We
mean,
can just read Legends to each other.
I think yeah. I might do like a glance over like every few episodes or every certain amount of episodes where I look at the legends and see what's going around, just kind of give like a world overview. But yeah, I think that's basically for a select few people that like to really get into stories, which is, I mean, this game is all about that. I mean, it's great, but not everyone is interested in that.
No, that's right. I obviously had a bit of a narrative in my head when I playing this game in the past, but not to the level of some people I've been watching on YouTube. Like there's a guy I've been watching off and on for a number of years now who's just amazing in my opinion. Krug Smash. Do you know him at all?
I've may that name sounds familiar. I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does these drawings and he sort of turns his fortresses into these epic stories
Oh wow.
where anyway, it's quite interesting and
Well, speaking of
I'm
legends, real quick, sorry to cut you off.
yeah, no worries.
But a lot of people that I've seen, so I also play Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of people will
Mm.
generate worlds and export the legends file and use that and the map as their campaign settings, which I thought was
Oh,
very
wow.
interesting. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Nope.
That's
Sorry.
pretty neat. Well, I think we probably don't want the tutorial.
No, I think I'm going to be skipping it as well on my end.
And well, I've been thinking I should maybe run through it actually because that's never been a thing before. I just skipped it, but
Well, the tutorial, I did it on one of my videos before on my old now defunct channel. It basically leads
mhm,
you up until you're digging your first staircase and a little bit past that. So it doesn't really go in depth at all. Like
okay.
it barely scratches the surface. I mean, it's a pretty good tutorial. Don't get me wrong. It gives you the basics of like this is how you build, this is how you put in a workshop, and this is how you get things rolling. But it doesn't. It barely scratches the surface.
Mm, okay. Okay. So we can't zoom out any more than this. Do you pick by hovering and looking, or do you pick by finding typically?
Both, really.
Yeah.
If I can't find anything right off the bat, I usually do a find embark location, and even then, I still scroll around and look for interesting areas, and I don't necessarily always go with the presets that I had them find.
Right.
We can
Right.
we can look at the choose origin civilization and see what looks cool, and see where they're
Sure.
located, um, and that might give
Okay.
us a little idea of where we want to
There's
be.
some I was just trying to the reason that yeah, we'll do that in just a moment. I've just been sort of moving the map around here, looking to see how disconnected it is, and
It
well,
looks
okay, maybe it isn't.
it
I was getting the impression that it was fairly disconnected, but now I think it mostly comes back together up at like there's a little land
right.
bridge there, and then up top here it comes
It
together.
connects. What about that
It
part that
connects.
on the bottom left?
This one up here is disconnected,
It is.
but the
Yep.
bottom left
Oh yeah. No, I see.
uh,
Where it
it
wraps
comes
around.
around. It
Yeah.
comes around.
Okay.
So it's pretty connected actually. So that's all right. Okay, let's have a look here. Choose origin civilization. We've got five dwarf. Oh, I guess it has to be for a obviously it has to be a dwarven civilization. Duh. Okay, so this is the Bolts of Tribute, 1,100 people at 17 sites, all in this one area, it looks like. The Mindful Mechanism, bigger, northeasterly, I guess.
Yeah. Volcano
Um,
relatively close.
oh, was that right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, ooh,
That could be interesting.
that might be interesting. It's in the middle of a, I don't know what,
Like a
savanna.
savannah, or yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Here we have the Quick Galley, which is southeast. Actually, where was the bolts? They were south central. The Quick Galley is southeast. The Magical Smith.
Looks like they're
Whoop. Sorry, I
southwest.
clicked on. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, southwest, and the Watchful Tour.
They're the ones that's isolated.
And they're isolated. So I think that kind of, unless we just wanted a real
This
peaceful situation,
Well, I was about to
probably.
say I don't know who that tower is to the right because
Oh,
that's not their holding. Um,
I don't know why this is red.
if you right click, you should be able to get out of that. Yeah, hostile. It's
Brown. Oh, there we
goblins,
go.
humans and goblins.
Ooh. uh, let's see here. Well, that would be possibly entertaining and
It,
also possibly short-lived.
yeah, most likely on the shorter lived side. So, is there one that you're leaning towards?
Not really. Not really. You?
Um, Honestly, just because of the naming convention, it'd probably be the Bolts of Tribute or the Magical Smith for me, just because I think they sound, you know, pretty awesome.
They sound cooler. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. These guys. Oh, not those guys.
But
The
then, I
mindful
mean,
mechanism. Quick
that
galley.
I think the mindful mechanism to me personally is probably the most appealing visually, just because it seems to
Yeah.
have like a little bit of everything. You got the snow and ice to the north, the forest, the volcano, and all that. But obviously, that might not even come into play whatsoever.
No, not unless we. I think unless the volcano, probably not unless we actually embarked right on top of it.
Right. So
Um, okay. Well, no, I don't. I don't. Where are these guys? Southwest. I mean, that's kind of.
they have a
We
little bit
got
of everything as well in this
a lot of
area.
variety around there.
Yeah.
Let me. How do we get out of this? There we go. Let's look around a little bit. Oh, we do have humans and goblins. I'm just doing a little quick tour. Goblins, goblins, goblins. Um, I do like to have a little bit of wood around, ideally,
Right.
and maybe not so much aquifer. Sometimes can be pretty tough to punch through an aquifer.
Yeah. The last few forts I've played, I've made sure to find an area that did not have an aquifer, just to
Yeah,
avoid it. But
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to trying to learn how to deal with that myself. So
well, for our collaboration, I feel like maybe not right off the bat
right,
anyway. Probably not the best of ideas.
yeah.
Well, let's do you like running water or
I think that could
what
be
is it?
interesting. Trying to get some water power, do different things with that. It's not
Yeah,
obviously
actually
not
that is
not
kind of
needed,
cool.
but yeah, I've seen some pretty interesting things with some water wheels and pumps and things.
Yes, I haven't gotten that far in the newer game, but I have built some neat things with
Right.
pumps and windmills and water wheels and things in the past. Not too much in the way of trees in this area. Is that a road?
That's what I was
Or
about
I'm
to ask. That's what it looks like. I've
sneaking up to the screen so I can see a little better.
right.
Um,
I mean, that's what it looks like.
it must be. Oh, this is a dwarven fortress, I guess. I'm not really familiar with the meaning of these rectangles. I guess that's an area
I think that's already been
associated
settled. Yeah,
directly. Okay, settled. And this is a big area that's been settled.
it's more of like not necessarily like an outpost or a fortress, but more of maybe like a larger civilization, maybe because that is a large area.
Yeah, must be something like that. I mean, the amount of simulation that goes into just even making the geography of all this and everything is quite interesting.
For sure.
Okay, so this light green hill kind of thing is
Temperate
temperate shrubland.
shrubland, yeah.
Do you favor more conifer forest,
I
temperate shrubland?
I honestly don't have a preference for the surface, honestly.
Is that right?
As long as we have trees and a water source, that's all I
A
care
bit of wood,
about.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So those are the two things. I do tend to favor those things myself, unless you're looking for a real daring embark. Um, okay, well, let's take a look at something like this. How do we actually choose? Click embark to place your to place your fortress. There we go. So we've got two biomes here. The goblins are hostile. What else is new?
there are days travel southeast, and then humans are north.
Please travel north.
That's,
We've got something like this.
it has a light aquifer.
Oh, it does. Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
this whole
Oh, all of this
area
does.
does.
All of this does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I wasn't really looking at that. Um, so that's maybe. Let me zoom out again here. How do we do this?
I think you need to click abort, or that works too.
Okay, I hit escape. Okay, so
Oh,
so we come out this way. Ah, goblins nearest site here.
yeah, that I think that's it right there. Yeah, and there's
There you go.
trees or none, so that probably pretty
Maybe not
rough.
right on top of maybe not
Yeah,
right on top of the goblins. So they look like sort of mud bogs. I guess those are
that's
goblin settlements.
yeah, that's what it looks like.
Hilarious. Okay. Well, what do we got up here? Goblins are a little further away up here. We're still dealing with aquifers all over the place. Oh, maybe not over. Oh,
Oh,
hmm.
yeah, it looks like the farther you get away from the trees, the
You know what? I think let's
ah
look around for somewhere that doesn't have an aquifer,
make yeah, I was about to say
and
the
then
heavy as well. Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
we'll leave everything else alone,
Right,
and just I'll have it search for aquifer, and then or whatever lack of aquifer,
right.
and okay, there's some up there. Oh, there's a little bit there too. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well, I
we have
think we're
options. Yeah. Okay.
just none where we were looking.
It's everywhere we were looking had aquifer. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, there's a pretty good chunk.
Okay, can I stop this? Stop.
Yep. You can stop it.
Okay. Because that covers the area we were talking about, right?
Right.
So, oh, of course. Oh, you can still see that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, except I can't see the biomes anymore.
Um.
Uh, okay. Well, we know that there's stuff around here.
There we go.
Oh no, now. Oh, there we go. I just hit escape again. How nice. Goblins are closer here, obviously. The sparse trees are sparse, but
As long
there
as
are
there's
trees.
trees, yeah.
So this here. Oh, wait a minute. No trees. No, not that one. Hmm. Wonder about something like that, where we've got about half of the site. Whoop. Oh boy. Oh, crap.
I've done that before with a caravan where I accidentally hit done, just not thinking
Oh, is that
about it,
right?
and it's just completely messed up that trade season.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we give this a try?
Right.
And we'll just have a quick look around with it paused. Do you prepare your dwarves? I don't
I
typically.
I usually just play now. I love the randomness,
Yeah, yeah,
and just
me
going
too.
from there.
Me too.
Uh,
Okay, so let's just since I accidentally chose a spot and oh, so here's the thing that mine always does. It says when the app gets busy, it says, "Whoa, it's not responding." Okay, so we're paused by default. We are Borlonunib, severe rags.
Severe. That's not ominous at all.
Severe rags, the outpost.
That's
Okay.
great.
Uh,
Yeah, we could let's just keep it paused and just see what we're working with, I guess.
oh yeah, I'll pause it immediately here. Okay, yeah, let's zoom out here
I see
and
trees.
look around. Uh,
Looks
I
like we
see
have
shrubs.
a.
I see. Oh, there. Okay, no, I do see some trees. Yes,
Yep,
yes.
so that's good. We have
Not
trees.
lots, but I guess we knew that to start with.
Right, it did
So
say scarce. We have the river.
replenishing those trees might be a little tricky, but as long as we have enough to make some beds and things, that's probably the main thing.
Right,
Oh,
yep.
this is the old brook starting point,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and then the stream takes a hard left, hard
You're
right angle turn.
right. There are no 90-degree angles in nature. I beg to
You know
differ.
how they do, as they do. Well, this looks fairly natural,
Right.
but this part over here, not so much. It's
It,
probably one of those really hard rock situations
it
over on
just
this side.
couldn't erode and go around it. Path of least
Couldn't
resistance.
couldn't erode anything.
So what about
Okay, well, I don't know.
the topography? Like how steep of a rise is it to the south?
Topography. Well, let us have a look here. How do we do that in this?
You could probably
Is it the
just
old way?
the way I do it is I just scroll the
Oh,
mouse
it's the
wheel.
mouse wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm still totally getting used to this, as I'm sure you can tell.
Oh, I am
Okay,
as well.
there's some trees up here. I do like the fact that you can sort of see down through the layers,
A
which was
hundred
not a
percent.
thing in the ASCII mode.
Right.
Not at all in the ASCII mode, and probably not at all in the tile sets either,
No,
because,
no, it just you didn't see anything that wasn't on your current level. Okay, and
well,
then
it's got some verticality to it.
it
It's
does.
not,
And it's not like a sheer cliff, and it doesn't So I mean,
And there's trees up here as well.
yeah, I think honestly, I think this will work. We have water source, we
Hmm.
have trees. The vegetation is extremely sparse, though.
It is pretty sparse.
So
We'll have to be maybe a little careful about not chopping down everything.
it looks like most of
Okay,
our
there.
plant life is going to be probably plump helmets, unless we start trading.
Oh yes, absolutely right. There's oh, there's a little. Okay,
Asparagus,
actually,
artichokes. Okay, so that's not too bad.
hopefully they will grow. Peas, prickleberry. Oh, okay.
Prickleberries.
It's not maybe not as bad
Uh,
as I was thinking.
I guess
Oh,
yeah.
we've even got some saplings,
Okay, so
tree saplings,
it's
chicory.
not as bountiful as I'm used to, but maybe that's a good thing,
No,
right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm used to having a lot more
Mm-hmm.
plants available right off the bat, so I guess probably getting some farms going will be one of the first priorities. This is a little unusual in my experience, how the wagon is right up against side of a hill.
Yeah, but I guess if we dig in somewhere close to that, they don't have
Yeah,
too
yeah,
far to
for sure.
haul the thing, so that's good. I'm I'm okay with this. I think it looks good.
Okay. Well, yeah, me too. Me too. I think this is I think that's about the native resolution right there for the tile sets. I mean, obviously you can, depending on what you're trying to see, zoom in and out, but
Right.
they get blurry when you get in too close.
Yeah, for
A little
sure.
bit blurry, but then you can see what they look like.
Right.
This is Laura, the metal crafter. Where's our expedition leader? Oh, we don't have one. Oh
Oh,
no, we do. Mebzuth.
oh, he's
Oh, right
underneath the
there.
cat. Yeah, there he is.
Ah, but Mebzuth is a she
Oh,
by the
yeah,
gender symbol there.
the symbol. Yeah.
No health problems. Adequate organizer. What am? Oh, is, she likes to brawl.
Hey, hey, maybe a military commander in her future.
Like all dwarves, she needs alcohol to get through the day.
Right.
No thoughts or memories, apparently. Uh, the doctrine of dying. That's her religion.
Oh, I don't. Okay,
Nothing
that's
ominous about that.
that's interesting for sure.
Nothing ominous about that whatsoever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you would be concerned about that.
Right. Not at all. I mean, we might not be building temples to that religion like day one, but
Oh my goodness. What was I looking for? Thoughts?
I don't think those are generated
Group.
until a little later on.
Yeah, probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Oh, I saw a two-humped camel there underneath that cat.
Oh, yep, a two-humped camel.
Oh, and a duck, maybe? Oh, yeah, duckling.
Yep.
Can see when you're hovering. Yeah, totally getting used to this interface still.
Right.
Leeks. All right, we got leeks. That's all we need.
We need to
Well,
plug
maybe
it.
some potatoes.
Sorry, I made a bad dad joke.
That's a good dad joke. All dad jokes are good by definition, although my kids would disagree.
Let's see. There,
Alrighty.
I'm a firm believer that a dad joke is a good thing. So.
Okay, well I think we can probably wrap it up there. Do you want to you know what? I don't know anything about the size of these files, so I guess we'll have to work that part out.
Oh, you talk about the save files? They're not too
Yeah.
big. Yeah, they're not too big. Yeah, we can figure that out on the back end. But yeah, I think this will be a good experience. I mean, it might make it past the first year. Who knows?
Well, yeah, we'll find out. I mean, if the goblin hordes descend upon us immediately.
Right.
Actually, I think the game suppresses that for a few years. But it doesn't seem to care about wild animals.
Yeah. The wildlife. What
Actually,
the
that's a
what is the
thought
term for
actually.
it? The the wilderness level, I guess.
Yeah. Um, what I was just about to start looking for, oh, creatures. We've got pets. Oh, we've got a fair selection of animals, actually.
We don't have
Um,
any breeding pairs, but that's
marmot.
okay. Marmots, okay.
Any which? Oh, any breeding
Breeding
pairs?
pairs. I don't think you start with those by
Oh yeah.
default.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
All female dogs and cats.
I've never had two of the same species of opposite gender in
Is
any of
that
my
right?
pets of livestock, in the Steam version at least, on start.
Oh,
With the play now, without choosing by starting.
without choosing it. Interesting.
Right.
Okay. Well, the only other thing we've got immediately is marmots, and I
Well,
would hope those
those.
aren't too deadly.
Well,
Hopefully.
I think they'll be tasty once they're roasted for our dwarves.
Yeah. Personality. Ah, here we go. This marmot has a great ability to focus, very good intuition, and a good intellect.
Oh, okay. So I'll feel a little bad about eating them, but
The marmot is quite polite and has little interest in joking around.
fair enough. He's not a jokester. He's all about business.
He's he's all business, this marmot.
All business.
This game makes me laugh a lot
I
of the
know.
time.
Are we supposed to? I've heard that it was a bug that we're able to see creatures' thoughts like that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
I think it's
probably.
hilarious. It adds so much to the game just being able to figure out what your duck is thinking and what his personality
What is
is.
your duck?
It's hilarious. I love it.
Is your duck a comedian?
Right.
Making all the other ducks laugh.
Well, except for that marmot, he's not having any of it.
Not that marmot though.
No.
He's a straight man. Straight marmot.
So I think
Okay.
severe rags could make a very good home for our dwarves.
I hope so. I hope so. It doesn't look like too bad a starting place.
Oh, we'll see how it goes.
All right.
So, all right.
Well, shall we wrap up this video then?
I think so. Yep.
The introductory video. All
Yeah,
right.
just like we said, we'll have each one of us will have these introduction videos on our channels. We'll make sure we have links and everything to everything coming out, channels, videos, and all that going forward. So stay tuned for sure.
Sounds good. Well, this has been fun, and yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Jamie, you want to sign off?
Yep. Have a good one. Stay tuned.
All right. And now a moment of silence for our editing breakpoint.